Hi, I'm Mary, and this is my audience.
I'm Erica.
Casey.
Hope.
Claire.
Kaylee.
And I'm Yolanda.
Today I'd like to talk about outside play. Kids of my generation played outside all day. We got up, we ate breakfast, we went outside to play. Our moms would holler out, "It's time for lunch." We'd go back, eat lunch, go back outside to play, till they called us for dinner. And sometimes, if it wasn't a school night, we'd still go back after dark, for a little while. But once it started getting really dark, then of course we went back in. But we played outside all the time. And there's so many benefits to playing outside. It's good exercise. You're more creative because you have to think of games to play rather than sitting on your Nintendo playing games. So there are a lot of benefits for outdoor play. When I was growing up, we did not have cartoons all the time like kids do today. We only got cartoons on Saturday mornings from 6 to noon. If you were not up on time, you missed the cartoons for a whole week. You didn't get to see Scooby-Doo for another week. So everybody made sure that they got in. So that's another good thing about that time was we didn't sleep all day like kids today. Kids today have cable and they watch cartoons anytime they want. Another good thing about that was when I was growing up, I can remember being so excited during holidays for the Charlie Brown, pumpkin patch, or the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty. These kids today can watch it anytime they want, on TV, on videos, whatever, so it's not special to them. My kids are like, whatever, when to me it was like magical. And, we didn't have video games per se. I do remember being a kid when Atari came out. But even though like Atari and Nintendo came out, I don't remember any kids ever being addicted to it like kids today. My stepson will sit there and play video games all night long instead of going to bed. And then the next morning, one morning, his dad has to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. And when I got up, I said, "Oh, your dad's already left for work?" And he was like, "Oh, he left last night." And it was just because he didn't even go to bed because he was so addicted to beating that next level and could not stop, to the point to where his eyes were zoned out. So we try not to let that happen anymore. We make our kids play outside. We surf, we skate, we play ball outside, whatever they want to do. I believe in extracurricular activities. I taught ballet for 18 years. Here's my dance shoes. That's not exactly outdoor play, but it still is active play, and it makes you flexible. It's good exercise, and it's very creative when you're making up dances. We also like to play ball with our kids. My daughter loves chasing the ball on the beach, and my two boys, they love playing ball. We love to skate, and I brought my son's very first skateboard because the others are too big. There's all kinds of things you can do outside. When I was a kid, we used to play a game called Kick the Can. It was just being creative. My kids are like, you didn't have balls back then? Of course we had balls, but it was just more fun being creative. We played Kick the Can. We climbed up trees. My kids are like, "Well, what were you doing up in the tree?" "We just climbed them to sit up there and just have fun. It's normal." And they're like, "Wow, that's weird." We made mud pies. We painted the mud on our bodies like Indian paint. Anything that we could do just to have a good time and have fun and pretend. A lot of kids played King of the Hill. In my case, I lived on a lake, so we would play King of the Dock and put each other off into the water. We made up all kinds of creative games. My sister used to have to watch us play during the day so my mom could be inside watching her soap operas. So she would send my sister out to make us play outside, and she would be suntanning on the dock. So we would make up games where we would run up, and my brother and my friends and I would audition a commercial for her. We'd sing and dance and audition that commercial or for that theater, and then she would have our other friend, who was a boy, teenage boy her age, bounce us into the water, cut, and he would throw us in the water. It was so much fun. You wanted to get cut. You know, it was a lot of fun. We used to use our imagination playing tag like monsters and just any kind of fun that we could have, but it was all usually outside. We even played in the rain. We always played in the rain. Kids now, if it's raining, they're like, well, we can't go outside, it's raining. I used to take my umbrella and my rain boots and I would sing in the rain, literally. I love outdoor swimming, the beach, the pool, the water park, river, lake, any type of swimming I think is always fun. Another good way to get some good exercise and family fun outdoors are certain charities. Yesterday we had the sock games, and it was to raise money for the Surf Riders Foundation. Here's a picture of my little girl representing local skateboard company riding her longboard. Here's a picture of us doing a relay race on the beach where we had to run down, and we would run down and we would dip our hair in the water, we'd run back, we'd have to squeeze the water into a bucket, and the first person to fill up the bucket won. We won our first race and lost the second. But that was a great charity for Surf Riders Foundation. Joey Skipper, the director of music for Surf Riders, was on the news yesterday on the local news channel stating that kids just need outdoor fun. And if they can't think of things to do on their own outside, then we as a community need to get together and have things like the salt games for them. There were tons of kids that showed up to do all these relays and races. They had salt shakers where they shake their booty to see who got the salt in the bucket the fastest. Anything just to get outdoor play. Another good charity that we always do, here's a picture of us doing the mud run to raise money for the community. That was a lot of fun. It was, the Marine Corps had like a boot camp set up, and you did the Marine Corps mud run. It was a lot of fun. It was very challenging for some of the people on our team, but we did very well with that. There are heart walks, cancer walks, all kinds of fun things, and they always have sections for the kids. It doesn't have to be just for adults. All the local schools do the Ripley's Family Fun Run at Broadway at the beach. It's a lot of fun. The kids enjoy it, and the families go, and you can run or you can walk, but all of it's outside fun. And if they don't like to play ball, you know, that's a great way to bond with your children outside. So my whole point of this story is that I would just like to see kids get outside and play just for a little while. You can still watch your TV and play your video games, because I know my stepson's a gamer and he's very proud of it. And you know, I used to like playing Pac-Man. I haven't played any recent games, but I can remember how fun it was. And I do know that there's a couple TV shows that I used to love watching growing up. But we played outside, and I just think it's a great way to bond with your kids, is to get outdoors with them and have some fun. Thank you.